So I have a friend with us here again today. Whenever I can take him out, I try to for the video because it's a lot more interesting than just watching my boring face as I talk. So this is Imber. If you haven't seen him before, we had him in a few videos, and we're still getting him used to stuff. And he's fairly young. So anyway, I wanted to take this opportunity to kind of just take a break from the actual lesson. I knew already when I did this, I knew that it would probably attract more ill intent than pure intent. I knew that already. And my aim was that if I at least reached a few people that were in this for the right reasons and wanted to do this for the right reasons, then if I could help somebody with the information I have, then that would be worth it to me. Even with knowing that, you know, most of whoever is going to watch this, come across this, etc., probably the majority, will be, at least on some level, of ill intent. I monitor it, but I don't really monitor it by numbers. I monitor it by sensing the energies of, just in general, you know, because I need to do that just to know, is it really worth it? So I sense in general, okay, do I have anybody? This is a brand new channel, so I'm going to give it some time, obviously. I'm probably going to give it several months, if not over a year, before I say for sure. But I'm going to say, okay, is at least some or one person, is at least that is in this for the right reasons? Or am I attracting like 100% evil people? Because if it's 100% evil people, then I'm just gonna abort mission and not waste my time. I sensed that ill intent was, you know, not just, you know, passively ill intent, but that they were after something. And Imber, I say about, I don't know, about a day after I sensed that, Imber started getting really afraid of, I mean, he's always been shy, but he started getting afraid of everything. In the last video that we had him, actually, he started getting afraid of like his own tail. I mean, that's how afraid he was of just, I just thought, Imber, that is like either a fluke accident or something is going on. So he could sense it too. He could sense that somebody, you know, anytime you put yourself out there like that and you let people know of your existence, some evil person is gonna, I don't even understand the way that they think. I really don't. But some evil person is gonna just take advantage of anything, or try to take advantage of anything and everything they can, you know, if they know it's out there, you know. Because I do a lot of protection magic, because that's like basically my entire life, you know, I don't mind having to do protection magic for stuff like that. But as you can tell, Imber's back to his old self. What I did was, I had protection already. I don't think it was necessary to actually do more of warding than just it protects against any kind of malice. I didn't think I needed to do anything extra. You know, sometimes you can sense that somebody's trying to do something, whether it's a spirit or whether it's somebody using magic in the physical realm. Sometimes you can just sense people trying to do something, and I didn't think that I needed to do any kind of warding against that, because, you know, It's one thing to be able to sense somebody is trying, but failing miserably to, get through the wards and actually cause damage. And I just made a decision that since he can sense it and it bothers him that much, I made a decision that the wards now they're to the point where, they can't even, that energy, it can't even get close. He's apparently he's bored with me, yawning. It's not like somebody's standing on the other side of a door trying to break the lock anymore, because they can't even get a mile from me. So what I'm trying to say is I did that so that he would not be upset, because apparently that just even sensing someone trying to break a lock, metaphorically speaking, bothered him. So no snake for the rest of this, because I really need to focus on what I want to tell you. The rest of this I really need to speak in such a way that it can't be misinterpreted. So I have ADD and I can't be holding a snake while I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. So Imber was fed and now he's sleeping, and now I have nothing in my hands and nothing to distract me from what I'm about to tell you. So very rarely, anytime anyone of ill intent comes along and tries to, is some sort of threat to me or anyone or anything that I protect, very rarely am I, if not almost never, am I told that I don't have sacred permission from the universe to not only protect against in a shield, but to fight back in some way. And sure, I could choose just to do the shielding and nothing else, but that is not how I operate. And so because of that, as long as I have sacred permission, I'll never do anything to excess, meaning I'll never go beyond, but whatever it entails that I have sacred permission to do, as far as war magic goes, I will do. Anytime there is someone or something that brings threat like that, I just can't sit back and let them go unpunished. I can't. And I know eventually they'll get a threefold, but in the meantime, what if that threefolds don't always happen immediately? So in the meantime, what if they tried this on somebody else? Some other innocent animal. What really, really not annoys, but really angers me is when people go after innocent animals. I mean, that's just a step above. You're just asking for it at that point. And so basically, to this unfortunate individual, they received a lot of wrath in the form of arrow magic, and I made sure that this individual could not ever do that again. I won't go into detail on what it was exactly, because you don't really need to know that. That person was literally trying to suck all the energy out of a vulnerable individual. They saw Imber, they saw that he was naturally a very fearful and timid and shy personality. They saw that weakness in him. They might have also been able to sense that he isn't the most strong of animals. He actually was born with a very mild, but still mild, hereditary neurological thing, and it makes his head and neck, the muscles in his head and neck kind of have a little bit of tremors every once in a while, and therefore his head and neck is a little weaker than the rest of him. He lives a nice normal life, he's not in pain or anything, and it doesn't really bother him. But if you could sense that he is physically just a hair a tiny bit weak in terms of his genetics, and that his overall soul is, you know, not confident. And I think they saw that in him and they thought to themselves, easy prey. These people were energy vampires and they wanted to suck the life out of him, literally suck the energy dry out of him, whatever he had. And good thing is that they couldn't actually get to him. There was a wall there, but he could feel them, metaphorically speaking, banging on the other side of the wall. And it scared him. He got so scared, like I said, he's got so scared his tail started scaring, his own tail started scaring him. And so when something like that happens, somebody that's willing to, a completely innocent animal, to hurt them to the point of either making them listless or dead, you know, that was their intent. Nothing happened because of the protection, but that was their intent. It doesn't matter that nothing happened. It doesn't matter that all you did was scare him. It doesn't matter that I have a shielding. No. I can't sit back and wait for your 3-foot to happen, because you're going to do that to some other animal, aren't you? You're going to do the same thing to some other animal or person or whatever. So I can't wait for that to happen. You are going to get punishment from me, because as long as I've got permission, sacred permission from the universe, that is what I'm going to do. I don't operate by being passive. So, you know, and, you know, it's harnessing that I live by, where even if I was told that I can't do it to someone who is a threat, I have to live by that. I have to live by those rules. If the universe tells me no, I don't do it. That is paganism in a nutshell. I live for the very few amount of people that are truly innocent, that truly deserve, you know, my kindness. And I can sense one person that means no malice, at least one person that's watched some of these videos that means no malice. And as long as you don't give any wrath, I don't give any wrath back. I mean, that is my highest rule that I have, that I live by. But when somebody does something, you better believe that I'm not going to take it lightly, especially when it involves innocent animals.